hot second here, squad, just to get everything back to normal. And... Yeah, I don't know what happened. OBS just crashed my GPU, so seems like there's something going on there today. So I'll have to try to get that sorted tonight. That's always sucky when that happens, but what can you do? What can you do? Okay. Okay, looks like we're good. I will hope that I got my loot for finishing that. I will be a little sad if I did not. I'll be a little sad. Bam, bam. All my damage is gone too. There we go. Now we can start getting the train rolling again. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we're back into it. Heading to blue. Probably gonna hop off for the night, so good night, y'all. No worries. You take care. Have yourselves an excellent night. We will catch ya later. Okay. So just make sure to stay with the squad. What happened? Just my GPU crashed. OBS did something and just crashed everything. So I got to figure out why that happened there. So remember to stay with the squad. If you are playing a Frost, remember casting your 4th ability will generate you Overguard and make you and your rest of your squad very tanky. Which passive do I use on Varuna? It's always the status immunity. Not even a question. The status immunity is just too strong. For me, at least, the way that I play. Status immunity plus invincibility or immunity to knockdowns. Because I like playing Varuna as mainly a persistence health tanking frame, I find that the extra that it does there. Yeah, I don't know why OBS decided to just completely die there. That was really, really unfortunate. The white key. Oh, we already got the white key. Perfect. I'll save this for next round then. Perfect. Ah! Almost fell to my death. Well, not actually. Not actually. White key. How am I doing? I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing today, Norse? I probably could have actually jumped into that. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Oop, 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 oop. Just taking things by day. Good. It's the best thing that you can always do. One day at a time, we'll get everything passed. And freedom. Oh, that just got you killed. We're good. To the other room. There we go. And now it's just for that last one over here, and then we're all good. And then what's after this? Alchemy, I think, which should be nice and easy. We love alchemy. Ash and Grudavids when the proto frame drops. Usually with the proto frames, I don't typically do a video for them. Just because, especially when the new patch hits, there's so many other things to do. But I think Garuda, I might make a long format video. Ash, I don't really see much much for me to really look into for Ash, because he's kind of he needs some love, in my opinion. His rework was not enough for him, for me to be super interested in him. He's just kind of got like two builds: weapon platform or going hard into his fourth ability. And to me, that's just kind of like not that much fun personally. So I don't know if I'll do Ash build, but I will certainly do a I think I'll probably do a Garuda build. Yeah, Ash does so much damage, but it doesn't matter when it takes 7 business days on the 4. Yeah. And the 4 is hard-coded as a finisher attack, so it has a maximum attack speed of 1.5, which is kind of like the annoying thing with Ash. Did the reburn make him worth it? Oh yeah, Vommit's great fun. Maybe type exclamation point Vomit and you can see my build on him. Right, no gear wheel. Let's get some energy. That's not the color I wanted. Go, I don't want you to. So remember, alchemy, go kill enemies as close as you can to the target. Just trying to get some energy spawning for me. So head to the objective. Don't kill enemies until you get to the objective. Cloak Surge. Ooh, free health. There we go. Oh, little vampire bastards are here today. Can I have some energy orb? Energy orb, please. Energy, please. Energy, please. Energy, please. There we go. Now we can get the train rolling. Scythe, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay, let's start getting some of these things in. Remember, try to kill them as close as you can to the objective. It will make this mission a lot faster. Hey, Zero. Hey, Suya. Cold. Veruna Prime's so dope. I love Veruna Prime. Right, it's this stupid one with the... No, thank you for that finisher. Nope, still don't want to do the finisher on the guy who's invincible, but thank you. Thank you for the offer. I appreciate the kindness. Also, if we get the enemies grouped close to the objective, then us throwing the Amphers has the chance of removing their invincibility, which is another reason why we should be doing our best to try to kill around the Ampher. Or the Crucible. What are good grouping helmets? Basically, we only got 2 grouping helmets. And that is... Oh, stop moving. Ensnare from Korra and Nidus's Larva are basically the only 2 real grouping helmets out there. The only problem is that Larva has reduced range to it through the helmet system, which is rather annoying, but not too bad of a deal. Pull, yeah, Airburst would also be considered a grouping mechanic as well. Oh, Gyres is a grouping, yeah, too. I would actually say probably Airburst is my preferred grouping mechanic. I forgot about Airburst rounds. Yep, Gyre 2 is another one. Cold. Up, 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 up. This is a good time where some of these enemies who are invincible, you can use the Amphers to get them cleaned out here while I'm shooting pipes. Fallen, how you doing today? See, like this guy, he's invincible right now. Here, have one of those. I don't know if that's the one you want or not, but here, have it. Oh, good. Now we get to go 500 meters back this way. To the next objective. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 enemies. Unless you're playing Caliban and Inneros, then you can collect 200 enemies on the way to the objective. Up, 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 up. A Jetstream Zephyr Nefri build? I bet it would actually be really good. Observation Z also helps speed up loading console times. I have no idea. I have no idea if any of those will improve loading times on consoles or not. I don't know if consoles have the ability to, but you might want to take a look at on PC you can do optimized game files, and that will increase decrease loading times, improve loading times. So I don't know if Xbox has that ability to do that. I know some consoles do, but I don't know if Xbox specifically can. What's up with these enemies? Why are they being stupid? No. I'm talking about the option in the Warframe launcher. When you leave Warframe, or when you're loading into Warframe, you can go into the settings of the launcher and do optimized game files, which does significantly improve loading times. Super improves loading times, actually. But I don't know if Xbox can do that function. Okay, where's our candies? You miss Borderlands 2? I mean, it's still there. You can go play it. Borderlands 2 really was peak Borderlands, though. You believe that would be a no? Okay. If the game ever asks you to, hey, you can optimize your game files and save space, you should always do that. I don't know if the consoles just sort of automatically do that or at all, but I would highly recommend it. If you ever get the opportunity to get that extra loading time improvements and stuff like that, it is always worth time. Always worth it. What does it actually do? Well, it removes just sort of extra random garbage that's inside of your, like, inside of the game files that's no longer needed, because sometimes they'll find improvements for storage, or sometimes they'll remove assets that are no longer being used, or various things, and cleaning up the game files like that will reduce the size of the file, so improves it in that regards, but it will also improve the loading times because it's less junk on the files. So whenever like a new patch comes out, even with hotfixes, I'll usually verify file integrity and optimize game files, which does actually seem, at least anecdotally, seems to help out with bugs as well. You've been lurking? No worries. It's all good. Yeah, the OBS decided to crash my GPUs, so I gotta look into that tonight. So that's why the stream got reset there. Sorry about that, everybody. Burning Claws in your Panzer if you're using Heat and Uriel for Heat Inherent, or stick to Shocking Claws. I'd probably stick to Shocking Claws, personally. Typically speaking, if you want to do Heat Inherent things, you generally will use a secondary weapon, because the secondaries have Primed Heated Charge, have Scorch, have regular heated charge, and then also have the Tyron Strike Arcane that gives your weapon 240% extra damage there. Yeah, it was OBS crashed. It wasn't anything to do with Twitch. It was OBS hard crashed. But yes, I have been noticing just a general problem with internet speeds and stuff today. So I think I think that is also happening, but I do not think that it is attached to my OBS shit in the bed. Okay, stay in the squad. We're gonna do the Netracells here as well. Yeah, my internet was finicky all day today too. Oh, never mind, host left. Okay, I'll shoot out an invite back to the squad here. But first we gotta run a quick ad break here. Y'all know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you kinda like me and you want to support the community. Twitch sub, Twitch Turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a minute. Using the Hate Incarnate with Burning Hate? I mean, like, it's not necessary, right? But it's not a bad option. Someone trying to get better load times on Xbox? Yeah. Yeah, that's what someone was talking about earlier. Man, I hate it when OBS shits the bed like that. I just need to update OBS. I've been waffling on that. I thought it was stable, but it turns out there was something weird. Yeah, with Hayden Karn in there, Dash, it shouldn't be a problem either way. What happened to my OBS? It hard crashed for some reason. Yeah, it just hard crashed on me. Crashed my GPU even. So I gotta look into why that happened. All right, I think it's time for me to take a seat. When's the Ash update coming? The Ash Proto Frame and the update for his 4th ability for jumping in. It's part of the new patch Jade Shadows Constellations, which will be sometime in June. My current best estimate is June 10th. Because that's kind of the only Wednesday that really makes a ton of sense. Maybe they would push it all the way back to the 17th, but just based off of how I know DE does their patch cycle and how they like to take time off after before TennoCon to get ready for TennoCon, my best bet would be we'll see the patch either on the 10th or the 17th, with the 10th being the most likely in my opinion. Because then that gives them 2 or so weeks for hotfixing, and then 2 or 3 weeks where they shut down hotfixing before TennoCon. So that's why I'm saying the 10th. DE is a fairly habitual company when it comes to their release schedule and their release dates. They sort of have a habit of how they do it, so it makes it relatively easy to guess when. Commander Knight is the person that you was wondering, Riaz. So Commander Knight, Riaz is trying to help you with your loading times. If you want to respond to them in the Twitch chat, that might help you out a bit. December equals big update? Yeah, we know that. They usually do updates in December and usually March, April, or February, March, December, June, May, and like one update after TennoCon, and then why is this guy just not dying? One update after TennoCon, and then oh, remember, you got to be inside of the circle while you're killing people. You cannot leave the circle. Look at your minimap, stay inside of the circle. If you leave the circle, you are hurting your squad. In the circle. I know, Rainy, right now you're just doing the Nova thing to try to get the enemies moving faster, so don't worry. But you need to be killing enemies from within the circle. The enemies don't need to be in the circle, but your butt does. Which is why we have people standing on the door like that, shooting at the enemies as they're coming in. Oh, my Boltor. It needs damage from the galvanize activating. Bring me damage. Is your hard drive internal or external? Is it built into the Xbox, or do you have a hard drive plugged into your Xbox, is what he's asking. Two Warframes. I don't know 100% if it's 2 Warframes. My guess, based off of what they were saying in the dev streams, it sounds like it's 2 Warframes, but we have yet to receive any official confirmation on if it's an Equinox situation, just different skins for the same Warframe, or 2 Warframes. So we kind of got to wait for DE to give us some official confirmation But I assume we won't get any official confirmation on that until the dev stream, which will be on May 29th. I assume Link is already flying off as Titania there, so I'll just hang out in here for now. Equal or Gauss and Grendel, secret third option. Yeah, I mean, my best bet, just based off of the verbiage that they were using during the dev stream, is that it's a 2 frames situation, but it could be an Equinox situation or a skin situation, but my feeling was more that Black Flag was certainly kind of the only Assassin's Creed that I cared about, so I might go back and check it out. But honestly, I'm kind of so done with Assassin's Creed and kind of done with just Ubisoft in general. So it kind of depends on how they go about making things better. You know, when the thing I was thinking about when, especially with the dev stream, it's be like AAA studios are fighting for their life right now for my money. They are really fighting for their life for what budget I have available, because the free-to-play sphere, especially with Warframe and Soulframe right now, is so incredibly strong that, like, why would I play a AAA game right now? Like, we've got, you know, Warframe is in such a good spot right now. Soulframe is in actually a pretty good spot right now. Still needs some love, obviously, but it's doing well. Secret third option, pronounced plural frame. So they specifically, because I was wondering about that too, Fido, if it was going to be a non-binary situation, because they said they, them a number of times. But Reb also said these unborn sons and these 2 boys. So I don't think that it's a gender neutral situation. And Reb is very careful, like the team just in general, to make sure that they don't spoil things for people and to sort of set expectations. They're generally speaking pretty safe with how they say things and the way they say things. So my best bet right now is a 2 frame situation or Equinox frame situation. Revs also referred to them as frames. Yes, that too. Yeah. And they kept referring to them plurally with they, them, frames, and things like that. So my best bet, Blue Shard, really, Bird? Come on, man, I thought we were friends. Come on, Bird, I thought we were friends. What the hell? Oh. Well, ain't that interesting? Hey, mods. If I got a mod hanging around, just check the mod chat. Just told me about that? Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about? Okay, sorry, Sylvia, I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. My apologies. My apologies. Thank you for your help. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Lion, welcome back. Sorry, everybody, for the stream crashing there. Unofficial Warframe Discoursers. Yeah, there seems to be something going on with just the internet today. I've been having a bunch of problems with a bunch of different things. Outside of my computer also deciding to go Warframe, Soulframe, but also other games. Yeah, so it seems like there's just a systematic problem wrong with Soulframe or with Discord at the moment. Valhalla, let's take a look at your Verona. Ooh, I love the pink. That looks really nice. What about this one? Ooh, nice. Ooh, I love the purple and pink. Yes, yes, very nice. Ooh, that one also looks good. I think out of these, this is my favorite one. I think B is my favorite. Norse. Cardi, your Varuna. Ooh, very pretty Varuna. Grandpa Hunhow got to break up his grandson's fighting? Yeah, for realsies. 2 frames with frames like Equinox is always one side better or preferred. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of thinking it's going to be 2 frames. There's a lot of reasons why at this point. I think I'm just going to buzz off my hair. It's just getting annoying at this point. And I don't have the time to go get a haircut, so. Ooh, very nice. I love that. Nexus, you're Verona. Oh, yo. Hey, Uzi, how you doing? Undead, welcome back. How you doing? Or welcome on in, I should say. What you up to? How's your day? How fun is Verona on a 1 to 10 scale? Solid 8.5. Nej's the only one who gets a full 10. Just finished the teenage quest? Ooh, very nice. How'd you like it? I actually really like that quest. I really love this Nexus. That looks really, really nice. Werevixen, you're Ash. Well, that's good. I like that you didn't go too hard on the red and just using it as an accent color. The only thing I would say on here, Werevixen, is this could just be LookLink doing it. It kind of looks like you were already doing this a bit, so that's why I'm saying it looks like LookLink. I would bring up this gray so it stands out against the black a little bit more, but it does look very solid. Ran nature for nature. Noko's your go-to? Hell yeah. The colors on your arena weren't as bright as they actually are. Yeah, welcome to LookLink being broken. Ooh, that looks cool. Very nice. Again, I would probably try to add a little bit more color differentiation in there. No, my game crashed, Riaz, so everything deleted. How long Verona will be unvaulted? Typically speaking, when a new frame comes out, it's in rotation for about 15 months. So you got more than a year for Verona Prime. Usually about a year to 15 months. Erzman, you're Verona. Ooh, Erzman. Ooh, yeah, Riz. Yeah, send it over. Send it over. Oh, you're Verona. Ooh, that looks cool. Ooh, I love the ephemera choice on that. I love this ephemera. I just kind of wish it didn't have these thingies here. How do you look, Link? You just follow the instructions there, the nice bot message, and then you just go into your arsenal. You click appearance, link look in chat once you've opened a private message to me, or link look in chat, or link config in chat to send a build. All right, what do we got? Archon Hunt. It's a blue shard. Blech. Do I even want to do Archon Hunt now? It's a blue shard. Exterminate, defense, showdown. All right, who wants to join me? Who would like to join? We're gonna do Archon Hunt here real quick. Oh, my Boltor has a bunch more damage. Cardi, you were just with us for a little bit there. So let me grab, open up the opportunity for somebody else. And if we have room, then we should grab you. Okina? Sure. Triss, what's your in-game name? You'd like to join for Archon? Balaxi, what's your in-game name? Kyle. And Cardi will grab you for the Descendia, because I assume you want to go see your husband. Triss and Balaxi, what's your in-game names, please? Triss EXO. In the sacred silence and sleep. Balaxi. There you go. Alrighty, let's go. You'll bark at him? Of course you will. You're a psychopath. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yo, I on the world, I on disorder. Yeah, I really love the pink and purple one. That one's certainly my favorite as well. One Ureli Prime with a dull caster build by replacing her 3 with Temples 1. Yep. I have that as one of my builds on the channel, actually. I don't remember if it's her 3rd I replaced or her 1st that I replaced, but yeah, I've got the Fire Dragon Ureli on the channel already. 0. Because her 4 ragdolls enemies and groups them up, so it makes it a very, very nice combination to use pyrotechnics. You're a Phantom? Well, I got something from a person named Phantom Zone, so assuming that's you, I've got something for you. But I'll take a look at it once I'm done doing the Archon hunts here. In the sacred silence of the yeah, just throw them off the world. I'm gonna throw you off a bridge. Whee! Whee! All right, there we go. Easy peasy. Spicy, welcome in. You've been speedrunning this Nightwave? I'm always slow when it comes to Nightwave. I'm just kind of like, I'll get it done when I get it done. I'm always just kind of like, it's there. I'll do it when I do it. I'm never really all that rushed to get Nightwave stuff done. Was following on YouTube? You watch my videos all the time? Good. I hope you're enjoying them all, and welcome on in. Exterminate's done. Defense now. Cardi, if you end up getting that, the other mod, let me know. So I can do a video on it. No rush, of course, and if you, like, I'll return it to you afterwards. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna buzz this all off tonight. This is just bothering me. You really want to do caster builds, but you don't really know which Warframe to start with? I mean, I would always recommend Nezha. Nezha's an incredible caster. It's the frame that I play the most when it comes to casting. This Caliban build is basically a caster build because you just summon down your minions and then you just spin around. And throw down Tesla Bank and then you just spin and like you never really use weapons. So it's a caster minion type build. Yeah, I mean, you could also say that like exalted weapons are caster frames too. Absolutely. Certainly make that argument. But yeah, I barely use weapons while I'm playing Caliban. I just spin around and group people from my turrets to blow everyone up with. Oh man, the new auto manling changes. Holy crap. Would Ureli be a caster type? She certainly can be a caster. I made a Ureli caster using pyrotechnics, and it was actually quite good. Yeah, Dante's a good caster too. Yep, absolutely. Ember I play as a caster as well. She's actually quite good at it. Breedster or Wisp I play as a caster on top of that as well, which is another good choice. Playing around her augment for her 4th ability is really fun, actually. So lots of good caster frames out there these days. I do gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you're kind of like me and you want to support the community. Twitch sub, Twitch turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a minute. And Bright, welcome on in. Thanks for the follow. Whee! No. Man, I love that song. Although I think probably my favorite like Warframe song, like a song for a Warframe, is probably Ureli's. Ureli Prime song is just, it's just a bop. It just brings me so much joy and happiness. just can't seem to stop it. I know, it's such a good song. I love it. It's just a bop. Great Despair. Oh, the Great Despair is good, but I've never really been a fan of like boy band type music. So, Nexus for the 5 months Prime. Thank you so much, Nexus, for using your Prime sub here. Appreciate that out of you. Oh, actually, you know what? That's a good point. Not for the song that you suggested there, Zero, but the song for when we interact with Uriel in the old piece. Oh, that was some good stuff there. Cardi, why are you yelling at me? Kubanukor? Ooh, Kubanukor's fun. I tend to like blast on the Kubanukor more because it's got such high stats chance that we get to such high status chance that you can activate blast so many times over and over again. But gas is a perfectly fine option as well, of course. Uriel conducts the music with his tail in the old piece. Oh, really? I never noticed that. That's kind of cool. Uriel's theme and the new trailer's theme hits hard. Yeah, the new trailer's theme is a older song by Era. It's been out for a few years now. Crawling backwards out of heaven. But oh my gosh, what an excellent trailer. What an excellent trailer. Yeah, both Foley's alt helmet and Uriel's alt helmets are in Nightwave shop this week. If you're someone who wants those. What's the technology between Pyrotechnus and Uriel? Uriel's fourth ability will group enemies together and also ragdoll them. Pyrotechnics deals hits enemies 6 times when they're ragdolled, and then so that makes it 12 heat stacks with Archon Vitality. And the more enemies that are grouped up, the more enemies to be hit by the heat stacks, and that means even further and greater amounts of heat stack applications and damage. Air on Saturday morning at work, and the boss walks by as you listen to this type of music, you had to laugh. Hey, listen, it's good music. We need a Warframe TV show in that trailer. I completely agree. I would love to see a Warframe short series, if not like a full TV series. I would love that. I mean, Warframe's lore's got so much good stuff in it. Like, they could do a whole series of, like, that they don't think that they're going to touch in the actual Warframe games. So, like, they could do the whole Fall of the Orkin as, like, a short series. I think that would be really, really cool. But there's so much that they could do with Warframe. For like media outside of the game. Obviously all that stuff takes years and years and years to get sorted out, so I wouldn't be expecting to see anything like that soon, but maybe one day in the future we get something. Short series on the origins of individual Warframes. Yeah, that could be another thing they could do, yeah. Imagine the Sacrifice. Yeah, the Sacrifice would be a really cool arc. I don't know, man. Like, Warframe's got like a ton of really, really good story opportunities. Yo, Gray, how y'all doing? Welcome on in, everyone. How was your stream, Gray? Welcome on in. What'd y'all get up to today? My name's Zenosfire. I stream Warframe. I make content for Warframe on YouTube, as well as being an official Warframe content creator. Gray, I hope that you had a wonderful stream. If you got a raid and run, you are 10,000% welcome to. But for everybody else, welcome on in. Hope you had a good time. The body aches are going to be the death of you? Yeah, I know. I feel ya. I'm in not the same kind of pain that you're in, obviously, because you're actually ill. But I'm just old and broken. Now, what we like to do around here, anytime that we get rated, to thank the kind people for sharing their community with us, is we like to do a little bit of a giveaway. So sit tight. We'll get a giveaway going on in our Twitch chat in a few minutes once we're done doing this mission. And of course, great, if you've got a raid and run, you are 10,000% welcome to. It is not a worry at all. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But for everyone else, welcome on in. Build crafting, Steel Path incursions, finish off Descendia because the rewards for Steel Path were actually good this week. Saw some Orbiter fashion and Warframe fashion, just a good time all around. How you streams going good so far? You just have a wonderful day thus far? Yeah! Well, my OBS crashed on me and ate my graphics card, so I gotta figure out why that happened tonight. So, other than that, it has been a fine day today. Other than that, it's been a pretty dang good day. Just us chilling and hanging. Whee! Yeah, actually, the slime one is actually quite nice. Like, broke it? Yeah, it just, OBS crashed my GPU for some reason. So I'll have to, I haven't updated my OBS in a little while, and I do know that there is a thing, an update to be had. Oh, do we got 2 Callies? No, we don't. Why did I hear Callie's noise? How dare you pufferfish me? How dare you goose me? How dare? Just goose, just goose. God bored made apple caramel crumble? What the hell? You didn't share any with the class? Man, I want apple caramel crumble. Ugh, why do I always choose the one that's a mission to get to? Let me pick up your face. Give me your face. Thank you. Interesting combination of elements inside heat and heat electric viral. Electric blast goes really well on it, or corrosive blast. I would always recommend blast on chain beams though, you know me. It's the dino song. Let me out. Oh, do we not have the other face yet? Reach out and touch face. Use your weapons. Yeah, Noko doesn't really need weapons. He is incredibly strong. Now, don't get me wrong, because I usually play him as a caster weapon platform hybrid, so when I have all 3 of his balls bouncing around, I I just kind of like, we'll just sit there and shoot. Where are you, bud? Oh, there you are. What Archon shards are good on your Ellie if you're using her as a shield tank? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Usually you're going to use your Archon shards more for damage or utility. You could obviously go with the orange shards for blast damage to regenerate shields. You could go just more strength. The armor shards are actually quite useful. The blue armor shards are useful on your Ellie because the armor for blue shards will transfer to Merlorina, which then will make Merlorina more survivable, and then you have to cast it less. Which, because it's a 90% damage redirection, it will mean that your shields only take 10% damage, so then it'll make your thing last longer, so that's another good choice there. Otherwise, you could just go for stuff that increases her weapon damage, which are lots of different Archon shards. If you're running a heat-based ability at all, then you can use the Topaz shards for increasing its crit chance and stuff like that. Otherwise, just increasing her abilities with damage, with ability strength, duration, or cast speed is where I would go. You think your favorite type of build would be weapon platform, cast, or hybrid? Yeah, it's generally speaking how I play the most. It's the way I enjoy the most. Being able to fully utilize my kit is what I like the most. Alrighty, to thank Gray for the raid, type !join for a Forma bundle. Everybody, anybody is welcome to join, even on your first message. Just type !join to get in for the giveaway. It is only on Twitch chat, so if you're watching somewhere else, click the link in the description, pop on over to Twitch, and get yourselves in for the giveaway. And like I said, you can win on your first message. So if you came in with a raid or you just wandered in today and been lurking, you can get some goodies. Hey Maria, how you doing? Romnix, we did see your Kuva Varuna. Ooh, Boxy, I love that. Bawaxi. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. We're having a chill day today. Ooh, I really love this, actually. This is really nice. That's really done. Really, really well done. Queen from 2B Hero X. I do not know 2B Hero X, but that does look good. I like. Phantom Zone. You're Noko. Noko. Ooh, pretty Noko. I like that. I'm not a big... I think I would not use that Signa. Or maybe not the ephemera. I think I would not use that ephemera with this. I think it feels a little bit busy with that ephemera, but otherwise I do like the way that looks. Tal, 2 Varunas. Ooh. 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 I think I like this one better. I think if I were to choose between the two, this is the one I would go towards. I love sort of that deep maroon purpley color. Riaz, your Varuna Prime build. Crepuscular, Impetus, Ulfr's Ascent Prey, a bunch of Archon mods, Dreamer's Bond. Yeah, Dreamer's Bond is free energy and also just means that you don't have to worry about what mod slot you got there. Augur Reach, Archon Stretch. Yeah, no, nothing to say here. Looks good. Nothing to say, nothing to say. Yeah, nothing to say there. Looks good to me. Bratton Vandal, multi-shot cold damage, not bad at all. Got my Soap Camder, Aptitude. I would say that you probably don't need either Aptitude or Merciless, probably Merciless, because you got bonus damage here. So you don't necessarily need this one here. Since you do have... Oh, but you're going viral with it. Yeah, it's for the reload speed. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Strike, how you doing? Yeah. I mean, like, you could probably get a little bit more damage out of this by, like, switching this out for something else, but it's not like it's bad by any means. I would say maybe drop Hammer Shot for more critical chance, because this thing can go into, like, red crit range with 2 of these. And the status chance and the crit damage is kind of neither here nor there. So I would maybe go more crit chance instead of that one, but that's a personal preference thing. What's your Robin look like? Hey, he's green. Ooh, nice. Got a refresh in Varuna because of those buffs. Yeah. Yeah. Does Nourish work on Atlas's wall boulder? Don't think so. Don't think so. I love when everything breaks. Isn't that just so much fun? Tried to make Piccolo. I think you need more white in there if you're going for Piccolo. Yeah, I think you need like a white shoulder pad on him if you're going for a Piccolo look. And maybe take off the jacket. Or at least the sleeves. Loki Prime. Ooh, nice looking there, Gray. I like that a lot. Not a big fan of this armor set, but that's just me not liking that armor set. That's not anything else. But I really like that. That's really cool, actually. Kind of Minotaur-ish. Oh my lord, awesome master. You have sent so many things that congratulations, you get the legendary Zenos sped running you. You don't really need that. Ocucore. Ultra Okami. Ultra Neo Wikami. What's your in-game name? You won. 17 Surge, Predator Charge, Electricity Cold, Multi-Shot. Pretty tasty, actually. The only thing I would say is maybe maybe Lethal Torrent instead of Magnetic Might, because it's a continuous fire beam weapon, so multi-shot is multiplicative to its damage and status chance, so you might want to drop that, but 6 of one, half dozen another. Comey. Null Stars over the 3? I would not get rid of the 3. I would put Null Stars either over the 1 or over the 4. I would put Null Stars over the 4, or the 1, pardon me. The 3 is actually one of the best survivability mechanics in Warframe. I would certainly keep that one. The rest of this build, though, looks good. Labosh, Triple Umbral, Bellicose, Persistence. He doesn't get enough health with Triple Umbral in order to make Bellicose better than Molt Augmented, so I'd go with that instead. The only other thing I would say is adaptation isn't necessary because Persistence kind of just supersedes adaptation's existence. It does help with some chip damage, so there is some reason to be using it, but I would say that's probably unnecessary here. I would look at either more strength, most likely, or maybe some more efficiency so that things get their cooldowns reduced faster with that, but I would probably say more strength. Or more range. Either more strength or more range instead of this. Just like a stretch would do you fine. The rest of that all looks fine. Valkyr. Eternal War, Triple Umbral, Battery, Multi-Augmented, so you don't need to worry about your energy. You got Nourish, so that also helps you solve your energy. Yep, nothing to say there. Looks good to me. Fellarks. Bulwark, Galvanized Hell. What's your elements you're running? Gas, Magnetic, and Viral. So just keep in mind that this is only working on the Slash and Electric. It's not working on anything else. So as long as you're happy and okay with that, then you should be fine. And what's your Valkyr look like? I love the Carnifex set for Valk. I actually think I like this set more than the Heirloom set. Okay, I gotta run a quick ad break here. Y'all know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you're kind of like me and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch Turbo. Otherwise, hesitate. See you in a minute. And gift to you, gift rats. There we go. You ate up all the time? Yeah, you get speed run if you send too many things. You forgot you had to refresh your Twitch sub? Yeah, you gotta do the refresh thing when it's the Prime sub. Orc and Reactor. Well, we'll actually need some of those for next patch. Mod drop chance booster, that's nice. Spicy, thanks so much for using your Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate ya. There's a box breaking room. Ooh, box breaking room. Ooh, box breaking room. We love box breaking rooms. They're so tasty. You love those. They're very tasty now. Losing my mind. Help. Meow. Meow. Okay, we'll take a look at a few more things here and then we'll keep going. Wait, you're on Varuna? Bark. Bark, bark. Ooh, cool looking Nidus there, Ollie. I like that. I like that a lot. Nidus Prime, Grace, Persistence, Parasitic Vitality, Blind Rage, Abundant Mutation. Yeah, this looks good. This is like the basic build for him right now. Obviously the rework is coming next patch, so this is going to change, but from what we hear from the devs as well as what you have here, it looks nice. It looks very solid. Strike, Vabin. Hey, it's the guy from the TV series with the cybers and punking. Wolves don't really bark. That's fine. They go bark. Cardi. Okay, who wants to join me for Descendia? Steel Path Descendia. Bark, bark, bark. Strike, what's your in-game name? Erzman. And KV. Ah, there you are. You're on my friends list. Who do I want to bring? Who do I want to bring? I do want to bring Caliban, but what do I want to bring with Caliban? I think I want to bring my good old Strun, my good old combo of stuff. That's what I want to bring. All right, let's go, shall we? Oops, wrong button. Being a freak by fusing all your unleveled mods? Oh, I done that too. I did that one day and I still had 1,000,000 endo at the end of it, so I was like, "Whoa. What am I gonna do with all this endo? Oh, my steak, it's so buttery. My lobster, so juicy." Ah! How the heck do we have so much endo? Well, I have so much endo because I play this game for 60 hours a week as a career. So that's why I've got so much endo. You have so much endo because you're a freak? Are you a freak like me? Goober? What the hell? Do you know how many hours I put in this game on this account? Like 5,000 or 6,000 hours. On my PS4 account, many more. I've probably got about 10,000 hours in the game, but you also got to remember that my gameplay time doesn't show up properly inside of Warframe. Because, right, when you go here and you show profile and you go to the stats, this just has your in-mission time. So this is your in-mission time. That's not your actual time in the game. Because the time in your game is... the in-mission time obviously doesn't account for when you're doing like build crafting or testing or stuff like that. So that's not my... And because I spend so much time doing build crafting stuff, I'm spending so much time in the arsenal or in my orbiter. So yeah. Gotta wait for your son's bus? No worries. Not a worry in the world. Oh good, Gruzzlings. I love Gruzzles. First time catching a stream, 120 days is wild. Yeah, it's just on my for played time, right? Because that played time that play time does not include don't you love the galvanized set sometimes? Does not include time when you're hanging out in orbiters, right? And because I do so much build crafting and taking a look at people's stuff, I spend much of my time not actually playing, like, in mission time. I'm usually doing, like, that stuff. Steel Path? Yeah, it's Steel Path. Or it should be. Yeah, Steel Path. Yo, Grim Valkyr, welcome on in. Welcome on in, Raiders. How you doing today? How was your stream today, Grim? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in, everybody. My name is Zenosfire. I stream Warframe and make content for Warframe on YouTube, as well as being an official Warframe content creator. Hope that you had a good stream, Grim. If we got a mod hanging around, if we can get a shout out for Grim when we're able to, that would be greatly appreciated. Now, Grim, of course, if you got a raid and run, you are 10,000% welcome to. What should you do to increase your amp for Void Cascade? Do you have access to Little Duck? And have you done the old piece? Thanks very much for getting that shout out there, squad. Appreciate you. I hate nullifiers. Get out of here, little bastards. You've done all the quests but no Little Duck? Okay, so improved amps come from either Little Duck or from the Quills Onco. I would recommend Little Duck is the easier rep to get up, but it does require you to have Fortuna at rank 5 in order to get Little Duck up, I believe, off the top of my head. But it is well worth your time because the amps that you get from Little Duck and the Quills are both very, very strong. I personally just run Little Duck amp, so I use a 577. You had bad internet issues? Yeah, Grim, it's not you. There's just a international internet shenanigans happening today, so don't you worry. But I run the 557. Typically speaking, people go for the 147 or the 547 or 777 for all that information there. And if you need a little bit more information on that, you can type !amps and the bot will come up with some information there for you. Quill Onco is easier. Actually, I think Quill Onco is actually much harder. Because you have to fight Eidolons, whereas for Little Duck Reputation, you need to just farm just random evil people in Orb Valis. You don't even need to fight the orbs. No. You can just go to the spaceport or the Temple of Prophets or the Enrichment Labs, kill enemies in those areas, and then they will drop toroids, which then you trade into Little Duck. And you can go in with like a loot framed and get yourself the rep there very, very easier. Orbs give a lot, are usually easier to do than Eidolons. Yeah, but you don't even need to do orbs is what I'm saying. The orbs are, the orb mothers are unnecessary for Little Duck rep, is more what I'm saying. If you've got a squad and you know how to do orb mothers, yes, orb mothers are much faster reputation. You're absolutely right. But I typically recommend people to use the toroid farming because you can do it at your own pace. And does not require you to go do those fights if you don't feel like you want to do those fights. Funny way to access Little Duck if you aren't Fortuna rank 5. Oh, how's that? Explode orb fight happened in the open world before being rank 5. You can go to the room for Little Duck. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. But I would still recommend to get your Fortuna rep up to maximum either direction. It's quite useful. Oh, it's definitely not intended. No, no, no. Definitely not intended. That's one of those. There's one there. You can farm toroids while leveling a necromech 2 and get master rank 2. Yeah, exactly. Very much true. Yeah. Yeah, Fortuna is definitely worth maxing out. Like, really, really worth maxing out. I would still highly recommend doing that. And the way that I recommend getting reputation with that Fortuna is actually by mining. The nice thing about mining with Fortuna is that you can save up and bank all of the while shields are active, gain armor, stacks over time upon taking health damage. No, I don't care. Because with mining, you can mine a lot of things to turn in and sort of bank reputation for future days when you don't want to go in, right? So you go in, you do mining for an afternoon, grab a whole bunch of gems to trade in, and then... Oh, horsies. Bank yourself a lot of reputation by mining, and then you can save yourself some time later on. And then also debt bonds are a good passive rep farm as well. You just go into Ticker in Fortuna and trade with her for goodies. Whee. How many more gates do you want, bro? I'm the wiener! I'm the wiener. Almost caught me. Almost. Alrighty, and to thank Grim Valkyr for the raid, type ! join. Anybody is welcome to join, and we're gonna give away a potato, either Orkin Reactor or Orkin Catalyst, your choice. Dealer's choice. So type ! join. You can win on your first message. So do not hesitate to join. How's onboarding for new players? Okay, so Big Baldy, I'll be completely honest with you. The new boarding for new players has always been not necessarily the best, but I will say it is the best state that it's ever been because the devs understand that the new onboarding is not the greatest, and they've been spending a lot of time and resources over the last especially 3 years to improve the new player experience. So it's not necessarily the best out there, but it is much better than what it was. It is much better than it's ever been, and it continuously gets improved more and more. So I would definitely recommend giving it a try, and if you ever need any help or have any questions, feel free to ask me, anyone in the community. We are always here to give you a hand if you need it. Yeah, the community in Warframe is known as aggressively helpful. We are very happy to give hands and help as necessary. But I will say that it is in a much better spot than it ever has been. The devs are investing a lot of time, effort, and money into making and improving the new player experience. No! Cardi's gonna win! I won. Hi, Cardi. There's only one rule, and that's to pay it forward if you can. Precisely, yeah. Yeah, just pay it forward. But yeah, if you ever need any help, you are always more than welcome to ask any questions here. We have a really, really welcoming and helpful community on our Discord as well. which you are more than happy to come give a hand if you want to. But if you do have any other questions, like how does the game work, or you know, whatever you got, more than happy to answer any questions that you got. How long are you streaming today? I usually stream for about 6 hours or so, usually. Oh, are they only vulnerable to amphers? They're only vulnerable to amphers. Nah, I see, I see. Grab things on the ground, throw them at enemies. Funnily enough, tried getting a buddy into Warframe because you don't really have anyone to play with, except your dad, who barely plays it. Safe to say he got into Fortuna, didn't like the game at all after. I mean, that's fair. It's like Warframe is ultimately not going to be for everybody, right? And if they don't like something, then, you know, it's fair. It's, you know, not every game is going to be for every person. If you're having problems killing enemies, pick up the stuff on the ground and throw it at the enemies. People in the squad. Floor 20 has got Necromex. Easy. Amphers, where are you? Where the hell are you? No, on the stairs. Saw that last night. Yeah, it's, you know, people help on their own volition. Expecting people to help is maybe not the wisest thing out there. W dad, exactly, you know? Like, my parents never really were super into, like, the stuff I was into. Well, except for my stepmom. She humored me by learning to play Magic the Gathering and played Magic with me, which was really, really awesome for her. But I also was just such a nerdy child compared to my family that I really appreciate parents who actively play with their kids. Hey Ace, how you doing today? Nomad Rix, if you could please say your in-game name and the platform, or not platform, sorry, which potato you want, a Orkin Reactor or an Orkin Catalyst. Pretty chill day today. You're writing. Ooh, fun. Hopefully it's been a good writing session today. There we go. We're free. And a catalyst. Perfect. I will get that sent to you as soon as I'm out of the Descendia. Fairly good, you say? Heck yeah. Okay, we gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you kind of like me and you want to support the community, Twitch up to Turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a minute. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. Slash procs considered. Slash procs considered physical damage for Madarai. I want to say yes. I believe so, off the top of my head, but as always, if I'm not 100% certain, I don't give you a final answer. But my brain says yes, because it is physical damage. Yeah, they are physical damage, but it was kind of one of those things of, because the way Slash does its damage calculations for the dots is a little bit weird, so I didn't know if it would take that buff, right? Because the Slash procs don't get extra damage from Slash damaging mods, so that's why I'm not 100% certain. The proc itself probably isn't. Yeah, that's what my assumption would be, but I also, again, I'm not 100% certain. I think it would increase the Slash damage that you're dealing. Applying cold side effects nearby enemies standing still has a 10%. Yeah, sure. F people. They can have cold. I never stand still anyway. I play Warframe. I don't stand still. Standing still is for the weak. Oh, wait. We're almost at the end of the month. Where are we at for our people today? Oh, Blue's still ahead a little bit. And Ace looks like Ace has got in the bag for this month. For our VIPs. Wiki just says doesn't increase status procs. There you go. So it wouldn't increase the status procs. Where does this month go? I know, right? 2020's been a hell of a year. Oh, right. Let's just go. What color combo should you go for Saren? Depends completely on the skin. She's got one skin that's like has the flower petals on it, and that one loves. Your nephew was born this month. Congratulations. New babies always stressful, but that's very good news. I hope that the baby and the parents are all happy and healthy. Green and pinks if you do her deluxe. Yeah, that's what I did on mine, and it's actually drop dead gorgeous. I gotta learn. I gotta play Saren more often. They are? Oh, good. Oh, good. I've had a few family members with really scary pregnancies, so I understand the fear of that type of stuff. My cousin had a really rough pregnancy. My sister had actually all of her pregnancies were quite rough. And same with my mom for me and my sister. So I'm glad to hear that the family is all doing well. Oh yeah, everyone's thankfully, you know, it's good old Canada, so no concerns there. Thankfully. Some of the best children's hospitals in the world exist here in Canada. I should play more Saren. If only. I think only 100 gifted subs could potentially possibly even get me anywhere close to playing Saren. Joking. I'm joking. That's not on the 100 sub bomb. I'm joking. Here, Cardi, let me remove those enemy armor for you. Make your life a little bit easier. Do we got a Banshee in the squad? No, we don't. I was helping. I removed all their armor for you so that you could do the bark better. I helped. How dare you? Yeah, some of these enemies are not showing up on the mini map. Weird. I basically play just off the mini map like 40% of the time here. A version of Saren, extra damage instance. It's not to do with the extra damage instance. It's to do with the fact that I just hate Saren. People ruined Saren for me back in 2018, and I will never forgive them for the crimes that they did to poor baby Tino Zenosfire. Also, hey Bean, how you doing? Allegedly Bean. I think we've got it pretty much cleared. What happened in 2018? That was the meta of Saren spin to win Atarak shenanigans, and it just like ruined all my joy. Kiblin, you need to say the word potato. And if you refuse to say the word potato, I am gonna ban you. That's not a joke. This is called two-factor authenticator, potato edition. Kiblion, you simply must say the word potato. Okay, you're safe. Give me a moment here, and I'll get you a Discord link. So it's just it's a funny two-factor authenticator system I run. Because we get a lot of bots who come in and on their first message say potato. So it's just a funny little two-factor authenticator. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Come back. Wait, did the bots say potato? No, they don't say the potato because they don't respond to human interaction. They just show up in their first message, say exclamation point Discord, hoping that the person has an open Discord link. But then my answer is, you say the word potato or I ban you. And it's now just the, it's now just a bit where you have to say the word potato in order to get the Discord link. But you have survived this time, Kiblion. This time you survived the two-factor authenticator. Where's the Astral Lab? This way. Variant ticket system? Hey, listen, it works. I ban about 3 bots, about 4 or 5 bots a month with it. It works. Welcome back, Jack Frost, by the way. Did a bot attack happen? No. False alarm, false alarm. False alarm. Targets destroyed. Oh, this breaks these too? Nice. Whee! Whee! Spin me right round, baby, right round. A very anti-Varuna Descendia. It was designed specifically in spite of you. You from a different channel because he walked away? Yeah, I mean, like, if anyone ever gets banned here, you are always more than welcome to do a ban unban request. So if like someone walks away, then you know we'll get it sorted out. If it's a false alarm, it's a false alarm. Man, these necromechs are tanky. Man, these necromechs don't get their armor stripped. Here. Here's some Tesla Nervos, and here's some minions, and here's some spinning so the minions do more. These mechs have iron skin? Yeah, for real. They tank. I mean, it would actually probably just be easier for me to use my Sycoris, honestly. I don't know why I'm bothering with an arc gun when I got a Sycoris sitting here. Wow, okay, never mind. Take that back. These guys are real tanky. Also, I haven't got Galvanized Shot or Galvanized Savvy or any of that up here yet. So my damage output is not the best, but we're managing. There we go. Just gotta warm up a little bit. It's a grower, not a shower. There we go. Here's some minions, and the minions do more damage to you. And then Sicarus doing Sicarus things. There we go. Easy. Your sight Czar? Yes. One of the best weapon combinations and frame combinations in the game will, in fact, explode the world. Whee! Oh, I haven't been able to do that properly for weeks. Do the ground slam into the roll right down to the other hole. Oh. You'll love to see it. Where are you? There you are. Oh no, he's going evil. Whatever shall we do? Where's your face? Are you doing the we gotta jump into the rings thing? No, you're just jumping at me for reasons. Hey, buddy. How don't you just take a break, okay? Go have a sit. Go have a sit. All right, easy day. Easy week. Okay, Nomad. Let's get me Nomad. Right. Let me just grab up your info here. Catalyst, alrighty. All right, GG peeps, get on my squad. Ooh. And you want a catalyst, Nomad. Orc and catalyst, gift to this name. And rats. Nomad Rick, you have to accept gifts for me to send you your gift. You have gifts reception turned off, Nomad. It's just Aiden. How you doing? Sorry, it's all good. Don't worry. Well, how dare you, you monster? How dare? Okay, let's get you your blue potato. And rats. Yep. Oh, just let me know when you got. Not yet. Okay, no worries. Just let me know when you're good. I'm just gonna quickly pee while you're doing that, and then we'll keep taking a look at people's stuff here, and I don't know, we'll go do something else. We finished our weeklies pretty quick today. It says 9. Alright, I'm back. Is that a problem? Just we ask that people respect what the devs say and to respect the devs and the creators. It's as simple as that. Just basic respect. Should be good. Had to run back to the computer. Don't worry, no man. All good, all good. Catoluse? Especially if people decide to get into fights with my mods about it and continuously refuse to accept the correction and to correct their behavior and continue to show disrespect not only to my mods but also my community by doing so, then we have problems. It's pretty simple, actually. Redacted. Crit damage or crit chance, damage to corpus. Certainly would probably keep rolling that. Certainly would probably keep rolling that. You'd be looking for like crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, fire rate, maybe an element, you know, those kind of stats. I'd probably keep rolling that one. Sir David, how you doing? Jace, welcome in. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, I love that a lot, redacted, actually. Ooh. Ooh, I love that one. What's your wisp got? Ooh, also nice. Very nice. I mean, purple always looks good. Purple always looks good. Kulivo from Rom. Ooh, nice looking there, Romnix. I like that you did just the black on the cape instead of bringing the, or sorry, the red on the cape instead of bringing the red into here. I like that you're keeping the sort of that differentiation, so it's not all just the one color, because a lot of people, when they do black and red, they go way too hard into it. Shred, Deadhead, Magnetic Capacity, Necro, crit chance. The only thing I would say here is I would definitely look at getting critical damage on here. Like, I would drop Magnetic Capacity for critical damage. Yes, this does give you some critical damage, but it's certainly worthwhile to be going harder into it on here. And for magnetic, you can do a magnetic progenitor if you're looking for a magnetic status effect on here. Otherwise, Deadhead, because this is multiplicative, and that's probably the reason why you went with magnetic here. But I would find that you probably end up getting more damage. Personally, I find that you'll get more damage out of more critical damage rather than adding another element here. And that's because it has a 2.3 base critical damage, which is quite solid. Yeah, Model Gecko, like I said earlier, I will obviously I'm busy at the moment, but I'll reply to your message later. I did get your message, and I do have it on my list of things to get back to when I'm done streaming. So yeah, I would probably drop this for some critical chance or some critical damage, personally. Phantom Zone. No, Coco. Oh, we saw that earlier. No, Coco. How about this? No, Coco. Roar over the 3. I agree. It's a fantastic spot to put it because you're basically invincible as long as you're playing properly with your mushrooms. One thing that I would recommend is maybe putting Roar over the 1 instead, and then keeping the 3 as just sort of a invincibility, get out of jail free card, a little bit of movement tech. But it kind of doesn't matter either direction, whatever one you feel like playing more with using. Because like the free viral from this and the crowd control can be nice. But also the 3 is also super solid for just survivability mechanics. Otherwise, I would say you're probably going a little bit harder into range than I would. Not saying it's a bad thing to go into super high into range, because this thing's explosion radius obviously scales very well with range. But I can't remember, does Spore Spring have a cap on its max range or not? No, it does not have a cap on its max range, so going super high into range is not a bad choice. Expertise, I don't know if I would use expertise here personally. Maybe go for circumvent instead and roll through enemies to get shields, overguard, and armor from them. Mold augmented, definitely the right choice though, and get that maxed out when you can. Otherwise, the rest of this build looks great. Yeah, I mean, you could go with Archon stretch, but you don't really need energy because you have Bripe on it, right? And this thing just gives so much effing energy, it's crazy. Archon continuity will cause this to also apply corrosive proc, so then you'll have corrosive and toxin, just for another status effect. Doesn't really help out his damage all that much, just because of how much damage he does, but it's another status effect. So if you're playing weapon platform caster hybrid, like how I usually like to play, especially with Noko, super solid choice there. Otherwise, everything here looks good. Yeah, nothing really to say. You know, get your mods maxed out when you can. And I would personally put Roar over the 1 and then use the 3 as your, you know, survivability mechanic, but 6 of one, half dozen another. Okay, gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you're kind of like me and you want to support the community, Twitch sub to Turbo. Otherwise, see you second. Man, I'm thirsty. Some advanced GG. You remember the command? I would recommend it. I like them. They're tasty. Drink my water. I just did. It's the hydration flavor. It's basically water. What do I got? Oh, I need to go do my shopping before I forget. Oh, it does need to be updated. Yeah, thank you, Ace. That does need to be updated. That is actually something I will do right now. Sorry, just let me update that here real quick. Because that is actually important for me to do. Wait a tick. There we go, that should be fixed now. Oh, nope, not fully fixed. I lied. There you go. Now it's fixed. Use on your death is why you dropped crit damage for more statuses. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that should all be good now. Shopping! Must go shopping. Need more shoppies. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. And oh, we gotta go see Teshin too. We already saw Bird. Oh, should we go check with the Crethus as well? Yeah, let's go check with the Crethus as well. Wait, nope, we can go to the dorm zone. Crit damage for other frames? Okay, yeah. So if you're using it specifically with the Gath, so then you don't need the extra critical damage, then yeah, obviously what you're doing is a good choice then. Without that extra knowledge of the Gath, that's why I made those suggestions there. Teshin has a Zaw Riven. Oh, good. A Zaw Riven. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, Companion Riven. Well, will I finally get a Verglass Riven, chat? Someone hit me with a Gamba. Teshin. Oh, you know what Teshin does have today, though, for me? Another 25 relic packs. LR5 pushback? Oh, gosh. What are we at? 5 months, 7 days? Ace for the 5 gifted. Okay, well, that technically doesn't count as the Gamba thing, but you know what? Fine. Fine, I'll Gamba for the 5 gifted. Thank you very much, Ace, for the 5 gifted subs. Super appreciate you. If you got gifted a sub, please make sure to say thank you to Ace, because that's the right thing to do. Oh, I only have enough steel essences for 21 relic packs. Let's drop it down to 20. You just never have bits? It's true. It's true. LR6 pushback. Well, we don't have LR5 yet. Hey, look, we got a Veruna part. Hey, look, we got a bunch more Veruna parts. Holy crap. Yo, W Teshin today. Love to see that. We might have a lot of Veruna going on. We'll never say no to Veruna. All right, let's see. What do you think, chat? Do you think we're finally gonna get one? Companion, weapon, Riven mod. Are we finally gonna get it? Oh no, I'm out of Riven capacity? Shoot. Okay, let's find some doubles that we got here. I definitely don't need multiple aggregates. Alternox, Axtiletto, Ambassador, Adirax, Astilla, Bounticore, Back, Broken War. castle war. We don't need 2 castle wars. Cedo, Sestra, Corbin Crane. Nope, not that one. Thank you. Dracoon. We don't need that. Dual commas. I mean, we'll see if there's a double that we have here that I don't care about. Rivens are the bane of my existence. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't invest a lot of time or effort into Rivens. There's a reason why I don't really spend a whole lot of effort on these things. A pistol Riven, whee! 3 Astilla Rivens, really? Huh. Does it sound fun? It does sound fun, Rem. You're right. Degenerate gambling does sound fun, small child, weird bird, goat. It's a bear glass! No, it's not. It's a sweeper. Blech. No. All right. Redacted, you redeemed the Gamba. What are we gambling? What of these are we gambling for? Yeah, why do I have 3 Astilla Rivens? A Stug? Do we open up our secondary, our pistols Rivens? Okay, you know what? It is up to Redacted, but you make a valid argument. Because the Stug is apparently really interesting looking from what people were saying. I really don't care about dual commas. Let's, like, swing down this way, see if there's anything. Xylox, Zymos, Zoog, Zoog. We don't need Zoogs. There we go. They showed it off on the dev short today. Pistol Riven. Complete a survival mission, level 30 or higher without killing anyone. I mean, that's actually not that hard. We can do that pretty easily. Ivara. And get rid of you. And go into here. And go onto my secondary. Go here. Go here. Go here. Go here. Go there. Complete a survival mission with level 30 enemies without killing anyone. Word. If you want in for the hype train, everyone, get yourself a cool little emote, help support the community. Twitch sub, biddies, sound alerts, all that good stuff. Yeah, just Zabala. Hey, Zarat, how you doing? Oh, whoops. I screwed up by not bringing the Baza. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. No killing enemies allowed. So just gonna roll past them all. That way? Excuse me. Excuse me. This way? Had a broken water pipe and had to dig up so much ground to get it fixed. Your back is killing you. Oh no! Wait, where? Waypoints? What are you doing with your life today? Actually, it's a better question. Waypoints, what are you doing with your life every day? I wonder if this will... Oh, let me make sure that the challenge is actually on. Okay, good, it is. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you. Excuse me. What was it? Today's dev short? It was dev short 100, so they had some of the band from Era on, and apparently they showed off the Stug Incarnate, and they showed off well, they showed off an early iteration of the Stug Incarnate, and they also showed off a bit of the Nidus rework apparently. Thank you very much, Aced and Redacted, for the hype train. Appreciate you all. I gotta watch it live on stream. It looks so silly. The problem is that there's concerns about, you know, the copyright stuff. If they play the trailer at all, then there could be some problems there, so I do not wish to risk it. So I'll watch it later on in my own time. They played the trailer at the start? Yeah. So I'll just watch it on my own time. And then I'll probably end up making a short on it tomorrow. Now I'm just gonna roll to see if I can find extracts. Hello, extract. Hello. Nope, not this way. Oh, well, I hope that doesn't screw up things. Are the infested going to try to attack them? I hope not. Or slash, are they going to attack the infested? Come on. Come on. Where am I going? Just got home from work? Heck yeah! How you doing today, Levy? There we go. Time to flee! Whee! What do we get? It's not a Stug. You're sore? Oh. Well, you just sit back, you relax, you hang out. All right. We got more pistol ribbons. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Stug. Oh wait, what's the challenge? Ribbon. Synthesize smart target. Oh, Velox, cool. Well, the new Velox augment's coming out, so that's actually pretty tasty. Oh yeah, I don't really know. I haven't done that mode. Just doesn't interest me very much. I know that iFlynn and Ken and Brozyme have all done videos on those Lolix. I just personally have never really messed with them. A Tenet Spirix is not a bad ribbon, but not the one that I care about. Pistol ribbon. We're just fishing for a Stug. We're just fishing for a Stug. Kill a bunch of enemies without using health consumables. Oh. Okay. All right, yeah. I'll take that freebie. Sure. Yeah. That's a freebie. Do I ever get rid of ribbons that I don't want? Yeah, during Quest to Conquer Cancer, I usually will do a purge of my ribbons for charity. But you rage quit at the tank boss? Yeah, I know that there is a lot of guides on how to do it all. No transactions? No, I'll just do it as a part of Quest to Conquer Cancer for next year. Boop. 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 Because, like, ribbons don't matter to me, but if I can use them to fuel something for charity, I will use them to fuel something for charity, you know? But it'll be like a stretch goal. Like, if we reach X amount of money, then we'll do a ribbon garage sale type idea. Can you not set up multiple ribbons on unlock them at once? No, I do not believe so. I believe that it's even just one ribbon at a time. You're not like, even if you put it on like separate weapons, so it's like a riff, you know, primary, secondary, and melee. I believe it's only one at a time. And did you know that once you get the ribbon challenge done, you can just quit the mission? Zacty. You can open multiples at a time? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. One per weapon type? Okay, I didn't know you could do it one per weapon type. I mean, I like I said, I know so little about ribbons that I do not really do anything with them. 6 consecutive headshots in Arcwing. That shouldn't be too hard. That shouldn't be too hard. With me. Before you head out, a quick way to get a lot of vice essences, just by, there is like what is known as like meta RBs. It's usually defense missions, which is kind of what you would be looking for. 6 consecutive headshots. Oh, this is a burst weapon. Is this going to cause me problems for doing this? Hey, did you know that you got to have the ribbon on in order for the ribbon to work? Hey, did you know that you need the ribbon on in order to do the ribbon challenge? Who'd have thunk? Who would have thought? Oops. Arcane Shiver? Arcane Shiver is nice, but it's not super required. Don't forget that I believe Shiver is in the Duveri loot pool, and you can do the Riven, the Arcane recycling center with Lloyd. That's not what I wanted. Away with you. Where'd you go? There you are. It doesn't say from how far away. Hello. Hey. Boop. 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 Whee. Just stand right there. Thanks, bud. There you go. Wait, that didn't count? Oh, it did, okay. Alright, gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run an ad every once in a while so that new people don't get purple ads. If you don't like ads, you kind of like me and you want to support the community, twist up to a short, otherwise it takes you back. A Cigarus ribbon. I'm not gonna say no because it's my favorite weapon, but I don't need one because I've already got a fairly good one on it. Pistol. Without being disrupted by a magnetic status effect. Oh, that's also easy to do. Ah, it's me, Nezha, immune to status effects. How do I have so many ribbons? I play Warframe for a living. And I don't really do anything with ribbons, so they just kind of collect dust in my inventory. They're just kind of sitting there. Hello. You really don't want to take my weapon, because I'm just going to start casting on you. And you don't want that. It'll end poorly for you. I'm just trying to get my energy up. Get out of here, nerds. Do you have a dual toxins ribbon? Nope. Those people were somehow invisible. That's interesting. Oh, none of my pillars hit anybody. Hold on. Huh. Huh. Let me just grab that and do a little bug report. How you doing? Don't know. What's up? Good to see you, Zanko. Yeah, okay. Let me just make a quick bug report on that, and I will be right back with you. Type in-game description. Enemies speared by divine spears while within Lua survival Teshin buff AoE are invisible. Invis while speared. See clip below. All right, there we go. Cynax, okay. 170 rolls on a Sobek ribbon? No, actually the Sobek is a really good weapon, so it's worth that. Pistol. Ribbon. Kill 4 enemies with headshots. Alright. Sure. I will take free challenges. You're right. I will take free challenges. That sounds delicious. My sweet brother. Go to heaven. More. Hey. Doggo, thank you. Don't even have to get the mission started. Easy peasy. Do. And what we got? We got a Sciotit. Wait, isn't that like the second Sciotit we got today? Stilla, Compressa, Corum, Kraken. We don't need 2 Krakens. We probably don't need this many Magistar ribbons. So we can get rid of one of those. Is it bad that you have more endo than credits? It kind of just happens sometimes, right? Because credits are used for just a bunch more stuff than endo is. So it just kind of happens sometimes. Paracesis, Pennant, Penta, Plague QR, Planks, Pox, Proboscis Cernos, Pupacis, Brigator, Quellor, Ruvlock, Sarpa, Rubico, Cyotid, Seer, the mighty Kuvasir, Saber, Sicarus. Why do I have 3 Sicarus Rivens? Man, if I was not lazy and wanted to do trading, that would be great for me. We don't need one of those. Staticor, Stubba, Strun. Oh, but Struns are actually useful. Sweeper, we don't need 2 of those. Another pistol ribbon! Whee! Wait, what? Why is this one separated off from this one? Weird. Complete a solo interception mission. No. A Nell? Ooh, I actually like the Nell. Nice. Pistol, ribbon. Catch 4 fish without missing a throw. I can't aim. Dual tox assist. Sheesh. Okay, you know what? It's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Pistol, ribbon. No, I'm not doing that. Stug. Eh, well, I'll stick-a-late him. Right now, chat's just like, "Bah!" Old crit chance electricity combines from the bottom up. I mean, it's better than the other one, so we'll take that for now. Let's see what I can do with this. This could be blast, can't be blast electric, could be corrosive viral with crit chance. And that sounds really good because it natively has toxin, which will get dragged into the viral, and then we have oh wait, no, we wouldn't be able to have corrosive viral. That's a lie. What am I thinking? What do I want to do with this? Electricity can be made into magnetic, radiation, or corrosive. Cold could be, then we could do corrosive cold. We could do just have this as magnetic plus crit chance. We'll roll this a bit more here, see if we find anything else. Oh, I pulled a Sicarus Incarnate. That's actually kind of nice. Except for the minus reload speed. Sicarus Incarnate, or Sicarus Riven, Latum Riven, and Dual Tox's Riven. So we had actually halfway decent luck today. Minus multi-shot, no. It might just be corrosive cold. Yeah, it could be corrosive cold. Fire rate, multi-shot, weapon recoil, minus zoom. Huh. Why, yes. I would like my weapon to be a laser beam with no zoom and then a better lethal torrent. Why, yes. That does sound good to me. This does sound like a better lethal torrent to me. But do I want to get rid of... Do I want to get rid of the cold crit chance? Because I could make this corrosive and blast, right? This is corrosive blast critical chance, which is pretty tasty. Whereas this is just a better lethal torrent, and this weapon does fiend fire rate, and multi-shot is never something you're gonna say no to, and minus zoom is not a bad is a very good negative, and then minus weapon recoil is also nice. Common Frenzy Varuna? Common Frenzy Varuna would work, yeah. Control could be magnetic gas. Yeah, it could also be magnetic gas. Because remember, Riven's combined from the bottom up, so it would have to be electricity combining with something here and cold combining with something here. Better Lethal Torrent? Yeah, but the problem is that I would then also want to put this and Lethal Torrent on at the same time. I think this one is the better one, but this is the one I kind of want to have more. Because this replaces 2 elemental mods and then gives me critical chance. And that's more what I'm looking at here. Is this replacing 2 elemental mods and more crit chance, which I think is really nice. This is the one I'm going to go for. But we'll keep rolling it. I like to roll at least up to 10 on ribbons. Crit chance, heat, damage to infested, minus status duration. I mean, you could do a funny blast thing with that. Damage, crit chance plus zoom? No. Hey, Sir Pila, how you doing? No. No. Crit chance, weapon reroll, no. Cold fire rate, zoom. I mean, not bad, but not what we're looking for. What I really want is like crit chance, crit damage, punch through. Or multi-shot. Hey, Bezel. Puncture toxin. Especially damage infested. We'll just roll it to 25, see if we get anything better than this. Because this I can work with. I mean, that's actually pretty cool, but not what I'm looking for here. Ember 15 last night left Trump and Cedo Prime crafting. When you get home, you start mastering. Ooh, very nice. Drink my water, Graham. Okay, I'll drink my advanced GG. Very tasty. Alrighty, we knew we would get something. Damn. Oh, damn. Ow, my insides. Ow. Oh. Oh, the minus status chance. Oh. Fuck. That's really good Riven, though. I can work around the minus status chance. It's fine. It's fine. It's a 37% base status chance. We can work around it. How'd you survive Nezha and level cap with my pyrotechnics build? Exclamation point, Nezha. Cast abilities. You're basically shield gating. Just do encumber. Damn it, this is actually really solid. Can I work with that? Kills the sale value? Yeah, but I don't care about sale value. I don't sell Rivens. Fire rate, multi-shot, crit damage. This is like basically just a better lethal torrent plus crit chance. Minus status chance. Yeah, we can work around the status. Yeah, we can work around the status. We'll keep rolling to 25. Heat, crit chance, damage, Grenier. Damn, that's also solid. Yo, is today the day Rivens have finally decided to not forsake me? Mother of God. For a boar, the usual stuff. It's a good crit status hybrid, so crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, status chance, somewhere in that area. And then also, as Ace said there, depends a bit also on what evos you want to go and do. Multi-shot, electricity, minus crit damage, bet. Bet. Reroll count affects something? Yeah, so if you dissolve the Riven, the more you have, more endo, or more Kuva that you fed into a Riven, the higher, the more endo you'll get. Fire rate, multi-shot, status chance, and negative impact. Yeah, that should be pretty fine. That's a pretty solid ribbon that you got there. Toxosis. Now the question is what are we removing for this? I mean, the answer is Lethal Torrent, but I want to keep Lethal Torrent because I like Lethal Torrent. Crosshairs? Oh, you're right. I do have crosshairs on here. You're right. I'm out of mod capacity. Yeah, but is 71% crit chance enough to make it interesting? Like, what can we do for our crit stuff here? That's just your base crit chance. Blast dual toxo? Yeah, I was giving it a try for funsies. I think we'll probably go like this, though. Oh, but then it'll combine with this into gas. What makes Pyrotechnics better than Dark Verse? The video goes over it, but it has to do with ragdolling. So the enemies get ragdolled. Pyrotechnics hits each enemy 6 times because of the ragdoll interaction. Divine Retribution or Archon Vitality makes that 12 times. And Divine Retribution means that every enemy hit by the pillars who are on pillars will spread all of the status effects through Divine Retribution, causing on 20 enemies roughly 500 heat procs in a single cast. Gas is a crazy status for something that ricochets towards heads. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing I'm thinking too. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then in a Fortifier, we go Deadhead. Let's give this a quick sim. What does Raven have? Multi-shot, fire rate, critical damage, minus status chance. The minus status chance is obviously a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, with how much multi-shot we have, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And we go like that, go like these. So much fire rate. It's so much fire rate. So much fire rate. So much fire rate. What an unreasonable amount of fire rate. What a silly thing. Oh, so much fire rate. On ability cast, more multi-shot, reload from empty, magazine reload, weapon recoil. We don't really need weapon recoil. Punch through. Yeah, so the question is now, is magnetic might or merciless gunfight? And I think merciless gunfight's the answer. We offload this, we move this over here, and we put merciless gunfight here instead for the punch through. I need to re-level this thing out. Okay, just gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get per roll ads. See you in a second. All right, Redacted, have yourself a good night. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate you. Yeah, and because I put a form in there, I can't do the swappy swaps. Oh, yes, I can. I thought it had to be max level to do the swappy swap. There we go. Hey, Draco. How you doing? Yeah, for the punch through, it's a little bit less damage for galvanized shot, but that's not that big of a deal. Acuity? Well, considering I've got so much multi-shot here, I definitely don't want to be doing Acuity. With my build, at least. Don't want to do Acuity with this build. So much fire rate. What an obnoxious... Like, the status chance being so low is unfortunate. But we have such high multi-shot and fire rate that we're getting the 10 gas stacks almost instantaneously, so it doesn't matter. Should I roll the Latum Riven too, chat? Should we see if the Riven gods have smiled upon me? Yeah, it's such high fire rate and such high multi-shot that it just don't matter. Come on, something. Like smoke rise. Rise. Like smoke. Like smoke. We'll just roll it to 25, see if we get anything. So close. So close. With your friends and sing along. Sing along. Sing along. Gotta have the negative crit chance, or it's either the negative crit chance or actual crit chance, because both are solid choices, right? Because you either go harder into the crit chance or you go for the negative crit chance. And both builds are actually very strong. But I'll roll this to 25, see if we get anything. I mean, yeah, the negative crit chance build is very fun. I had a Latum Riven previously with a negative crit chance modifier on it. But if we can find something that's like this one here, leaning into the crit status hybrid and playing more into the crit chance, is a solid choice as well. Because the crit build, I think, mathematically equals out to be about the same damage as the status build. So I'm not too worried about that, personally. Whatever one I get, I'm happy with. City, fuck your friends and sing along. Along. City, fuck your friends and sing along. Sing along. Come on, something. No. Crit being crit, is it can stale better? Yeah, it's basically, long story short, essentially it. It equals out to being about the same amount of damage between the two. Crit pulls ahead with more headshots, while non-crit's better for not aiming for headshots? Yeah, that sounds about right. And Ninjase is good at that math stuff. Certainly better than I am. Jade. Like smoke. Right. Why are the stats so low? Because it's got a super low, Riven Dispo. A super duper low Riven Dispo. What do we got? Oh, I don't want to do a Cascade. I don't feel like doing Cascade right now. Because I'm just leveling up some stuff. Okay, who wants to join me for an Axie infested defense? Or Axie Grenier defense would also be fun. Who wants to join? Wage. No, on this build I'm using a Subsume. Both build pads are capable? Oh yeah, absolutely. For crit or status, both build paths are very good. Okay, we got room for one more or room for two for some form of Axie defense. Icicle. Got room for two. You don't have many Axie relics? Okay, no worries. Riaz, you'll join. Riaz, you are not online. Let me know when you're on. We got room for one for an Axie defense. We'll do Hydron. I just don't feel like in the mood to sit in a void cascade for too long. I'm just leveling up some stuff. Nature microphone with a microphone with a microphone. Was this a grounded build? Yes, this is no flying build with this build here. Put your friend on the Jade Nuke build and they love it? Heck yeah. You're on, Riaz? Perfect. Okay, we got room for one more. If anybody wants to join us for an Axie defense, get you in there. Come on down, Ace. Want to head to a relay for a blessing? Nope, I want to head into this defense right here. If you want to pop into a relay for a blessing, feel free to pop out of the squad. Icicle. If you're needing to get a blessing for yourself. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get this mission going. By satellite, by satellite. Through a telescope, through a telescope, through a telescope. In the Holocaust, in the Holocaust, in the Holocaust. Do 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 do. With no handlebar, no handlebar. Do do. You have a dog equipped this time? Oh, good. I forgot that you didn't have a dog last time, Ace. do 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 do. And all around is going on and down and all around. Let's go. Do I got any Veruna parts here? I got a few. We can throw some reacting at some Veruna part blueprints. Bam, bam. Yeah, Toxic Lash is just like a little bit of the odd one out with that now, because all of the other elemental buffs like Toxic Lash don't like resupply. So that's Uriel, resupply, and Araxia don't apply. So it's more like Toxic Lash is the odd one out, and I could actually see them going in eventually and unifying that one day. I don't know if they're going to, but I could just sort of like see them doing that if they need to one day, you know? Walking all around. You my way. Elevator operator. Yeah, Zata's is a little bit different because of just like it's a different, you know, it's a little bit of a different situation. Little bit different on that thing. Enemies. Power of the 7, cast roar, cast that, and back to this one. Just the little ability dance that you gotta do with Jade. Yo, Peppo, how you doing? A little peculiar. What's going on? Say, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on? Philosophy exam? Nah, you got this. Easy. Light work. Easy day. Do I try? Try all the time. In this institution. And he prays. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every day for golds. So on. See, this is why I play with Streamer Man. Golds rain from the sky. I say, hey, what's going on? Some guy said, just think. It's true. That's philosophy in a nutshell. Just think. Your feeling. The most beloved chat member. It's true. I love you the most. Just don't tell anyone else I said that. Oh, Hamtaro, Little Hamster's Big Adventures, my best friend. That, you just unlocked a core memory. Thank you. You've unlocked a core memory for me. Man, I love Hamtaro. That was the best show ever. Hell yeah. Hamtaro, Little Hamster's Big Adventures, my best friend. I don't remember the rest of the song, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Best show ever? It's free on YouTube? Don't tell me this, man. I had plans tonight. I had plans, man. When you have the clan key finished, can you be free to, I don't know, find a room and set up some creativity? May, if anyone has full permission to do any decorating in the clan, it is you. I will make a role just for you in the clan, slash I will let you tell me how to make a role in the clan to do that, because I have no idea about anything in clans. Boss was your favorite? You know what, I agree. Boss was the best. Man, these enemies are too squishy for me to get more than one shot on to charge the Incarnate. Legitimate issue. Architect perms to lock builds. If you show me where to find that, I will give you specifically all of the permissions that you need. Okay, Jade's almost maxed. Oh. Man, the sound design for Jade is just also super killer. Yeah, so I'm doing a Jade build. Hopefully I'll get it done in time for the operation starting next week. That's the plan. So I've got 2 builds for grounded. You know I'm put persistence on her. I got 2 builds for being grounded and 2 builds for in the air. Next week, yeah, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And also with you. When are we gonna do the Pharmarians? Great question. And the Razorback? Also great question. What's your half-life? You know I put persistence on her. You know I couldn't resist. Persistence. As usual with the persistence addiction, I straight up in the video aced. The script for the video has, you know I've got a crippling addiction to persistence. No decos? You're full baby with no fashion or decor? I'm sure we can figure it out. Hey, violence. Hey. Hey. Don't approach your mom like that. It's not gonna end well for you. Oh, my new mouse is coming tomorrow. I finally just decided to pull the trigger on it and I got myself a new mouse. New mouse? Won't Max eat it? No. Believe it or not, he's a cat who goes after bugs. You don't know any of this side of Warframe because you do not understand. Hey, you know what? We're here for you. You just ask your questions, Hamtaro, and we will answer your questions for you, okay? I know that your name isn't Hamtaro, but you showed up with a Hamtaro emote, and then your name kind of looks like Hamtaro, so thus you get called Hamtaro, and you don't have a choice. It is out of respect and love, because I love Hamtaro, and thus I love you. You are now my new favorite child. Until someone throws money at me, because I'm a child of divorce, and you can buy my love. Corrosive gas build on the Tysus? Yeah, absolutely. That'd be good. Wait, can you do corrosive gas on the Tysus? It has corrosive natively, right? Getting blast on the Hystrix? Did you mod it for blast? Are you playing in my squad where you have a thermal transfer? Where we have a thermal transfer Gauss in the squad giving us blast? It could be that. Oh, we also have a site here. Well, we don't have a site here. Oh, you're giving site corrosive gas on the okay, I see. Ad break. Enjoy. Well, that's all we got for that. So time for just normals. Also, I think we're gonna probably do at least one day this week. We're gonna be playing Soulframe. Maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days. Yeah, we'll go to 12 as usual. You have 4 cats? Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I love little kitties. They're so cute. Kitties are best. Kitties are best. Do you know resupply doesn't work with Poseidon Incarnants? I don't think that it's anything other than Incarnants. I think it's just Incarnants. To my knowledge, at least. I don't think there's any weapon, like ranged weapon, that doesn't get the bonus damage from it. I know melees won't, obviously, because you have to resupply the ammo in the weapon in order to get the buff. Devil Wing, how you doing? Welcome on in, Raiders. How you doing today? Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Zenosfire. I stream Warframe and make content for Warframe on YouTube, as well as being an official Warframe content creator. How was your stream? What did y'all get up to today? Welcome on in. Now, of course, Devil Wing, you are more than welcome to do the raid and run thing. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I totally get it. Love for you to hang, but when I'm done streaming, I know I'm out of energy, so I call it there. But for everybody else, welcome on in. Like I said, my name is Zenosfire. If you want to hang out here in just a few minutes, we'll get a giveaway going to thank Devil Wing for a raid, because that's what we like to do around here. So sit on tight, and we'll get that giveaway going in just a few minutes. Did weeklies and some random stuff? Nice. Heck yeah. What kind of random stuff? Just like rando? Just very random? Super random? Mega random? The most random? All right, GG peeps, get on my squad. Whee! So resupply doesn't work with unlimited ammo weapons. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this stupid ribbon. What a funny weapon. I like that thing. I like it now, that I should say. You know what? I do need to put another Omni, I think, on here. I could get away with a D, though. I could put a D on here. Because this has rolling guard, but I kind of want to also have a free slot, so I think we're putting Omni. I think we're putting Omni. Yeah, I think we're putting Omni. And that goes primary direction. There we go. Hey, Molten. You redid your Ash build. 50 million to damage cap should be enough. Oh yeah, no, you gotta do better than that. Only 50 million to damage cap? What do you think this is, amateur hour? How's Warframe going? Going pretty good. Obviously, I'm joking, Devil Wing. That sounds really fun. So we got a grounded persistence build with melee, and then we got a grounded gun with roar that's playing more shield tank. And then we have flying AoE nuke, and then we have flying regular Jade build. Or regular, whatchamacallit, build. And these will be the 4 builds for the video. Good old persistence. Good old persistence. Okay, what do we got here? Hey, Chloe. Arcwing to better handle those missions in Steel Path. Any idea where to go in the star chart for leveling up? I assume is what you mean, Chloe? For leveling up, I assume? Satan's Decision Influence, why not Shocking Touch for more electric weighting? The reason why is because I care more about the status chance. Because the Tau status effect on the enemy essentially makes status chance multiplicative. Modded status chance on the weapon multiplicative. So this, and we have 500% status chance on the weapon because of that. Effective 500% status chance. So it doesn't matter. Electricity is always being applied. If you want to like go for the extra weighting there, absolutely, but it's super unnecessary. So I'd rather go for the extra status chance just to increase the overall status chance of the weapon. And also because we're going with blast and we have the Tau vulnerability and the just the overall high status chance on the weapon, it means that we can get to the 10 blast status effects activating quite frequently and quite often. And that's really the reason why. Is it just sort of plays very well into that little combo. A gyre? Sure. All right, type exclamation point join in the Twitch chat to get in for the giveaway for a Gyre Prime blueprint package to thank Devilwing for the raid. Everybody is welcome to join. It is only in our Twitch chat. So type exclamation point join to get in. Everybody and anybody is welcome to. And I'm just gonna run a little watch while you guys doing that. I'll be right back. I just need to pee. I got tiny bladder syndrome. The chair! It's here! It's coming for your souls! Run! Scatter! Black Shadow, what you got? You got a Gauss? So Gauss is largely speaking high strength, high duration frame. If you're going for a Thermal Sunder build, you definitely want to be getting more strength than what you have here. So which it kind of looks like you're doing a Thermal Sunder build with the amount of range that you have here. You do have Molten Augment and Arcane Ice Storm, which when you get those maxed out, they will obviously be fine. But you definitely want to be having a lot more duration than what you have here. If you're able to. Like, I would drop Streamline. You can go with Archon Stretch and have a companion activate it instead. And that will give you some extra energy to help offset the efficiency loss. But I would definitely say higher duration here at the very minimum. Once you get Molten Augment and Arcane Ice Storm maxed out, that's another 40% strength and duration, and then another 60% strength here. So that will certainly help out the build as well. But yeah, I would probably look at some more duration instead of Streamline here. Gauss. Ooh, nice. That's an economical build for sure. Yeah, exactly. Hantaro, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, Devilwing, I'll take a look at your Ash in a moment here. I really love that Black Shadow. That looks really good. It looks really, really nice, actually. Ash Prime, Swift Momentum for the heavy attack windup and combo duration. Okay. Crepuscular, Trickery, Savage Silence. Yep, that's classic combo on here. Rising Storm and Smoke Shadow. I personally wouldn't use Rising Storm. I personally wouldn't. Because combo duration can always be offloaded into Dexterity Arcanes on your arc weapon if you are using your primary and secondary. So the combo duration is kind of unnecessary in my opinion. I would probably drop this for more strength. Not like it's necessary, but yeah. Savage Silence boosts the force damage. I believe so, yes. Because it counts as a finisher, so it should. It activates all other finisher. Blade Storm activates all other finisher options, so assumably this also does it as well. Yeah, the Rising Storm is the only thing that I'm not like. I don't necessarily. I wouldn't run it. Like I would look at some more strength or maybe a rolling guard for survivability. Like to cleanse you of status procs, give you invincibility, allow you to get shield gating back. So that's what I would do personally here. And I would offload the combo duration into my arc weapon. But the rest of that looks really, really good. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Increases your ability combo counter by 4. What does it mean by that? What doth you mean? I know I looked this up before when I was working on Ash earlier this year, but I can't remember. Riaz, you won! Give me a moment here, and I will send you a invite. Okay, so it's just the combo counter? Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do. But let's see what you're running on your shadow clones. So you're running exposure for just the extra damage, magnetic, for the attack speed. The one thing I would recommend is definitely the finisher attacks on this thing are locked at a maximum of 1.5 and are very slow. So I would personally, I would drop magnetic rush for something else with higher attack speed. To get that attack speed going for the finisher stuff. Another really good option instead of melee exposure is of course crescendo. All these are attacks are finishers, so that's another fairly good choice there as well. Just for the magnetic damage, okay, that's totally fair. But yeah, I would personally swap this out for more fire or more attack speed just to make it a little bit faster so that you can get it. You know, the sort of like the mentality of what I'm saying is like you're getting more damage out of it because you're getting the ability finishing faster so that you can do it again, right? So it's like more overall damage, less single target damage is kind of the idea. Rising Storm, you don't need crescendo? Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm just saying like if these are things that are options or things that I would do. I'm not saying that you need to do them. I'm saying that these are things I would do. Also, I would switch out Condition Overload unless you're bringing a Saz Priming Companion. I'd switch those out for Prime Pressure Point. But if you got a Saz Priming Companion, this is definitely the better choice. So like a Hound, probably. A Dirigia if you get close up to people, but I usually play Ash as a ranged weapon platform. I just let the Blade Storm kind of do its damage. But yeah, that's the only thing. Why is my brain saying that finishers don't get Condition Overload? Why is my brain saying they don't get Condition Overload? Why is my brain saying they don't get Condition Overload? Encumber with the Epitaph? So one thing with the Epitaph is Encumber has an internal cooldown, so the Epitaph can only apply one status effect to one enemy. Like, so if you hit 20 enemies, it'll only apply one extra status effect to a single enemy. If you want a really good status priming secondary option, the Compressor, because it has so many more multi-shot and such like the travel distances and stuff, might actually do better for you for priming. Which if you want to see, I've got a status primer Compressor there, Devil Wing. It might work better, might. You know, just give it a try, see if it works. And if not, I mean, the Epitaph is like such wide AoE and guaranteed cold plus whatever, plus encumber. So like, I'm not saying that it's a bad choice, but you might want to give it another try with something else to see if you can maximize the damage a little bit more. I was thinking slams. Condition Overload doesn't work on slams. But no, that looks really cool, Devil Wings. 3 perk for the melee crit damage. How much crit chance do you get on here? Not a ton, but it's going to be hitting for so hard that it doesn't matter. Right? What, you got... Why is Calculator unavailable? Uh, 5 times 5.6 plus 10. So you're sitting at about a 38% crit chance on here. So that's not too bad. You can work with that. Maybe this is going to sound crazy, but what about Avenger instead of Trickery? Avenger with yeah, Smoke Shadow, but it's only 150% more, right? Which is additive. It's not multiplicative or final. So then even then that brings you to what was it? 5 times 5.6. So then that would be another 150. I don't think this scales with power strength if I remember correctly. Smoke Shadow. Yeah, it doesn't scale with power strength. So 5.6 plus 1.5 times 5. 35 plus 10. So 40, about 45% strength. Or 45% crit chance. Why Avenger on Ash? So that you can get the crit chance going a little bit higher. Was more the idea. For Shadow Clone's Prime. Right? You can go Avenger to give it a flat 45% crit chance. So then it would be basically sitting at 100% crit chance. You could do whatever that aura mod is that I always forget the name of. Why can I not remember that aura? Why can I not remember that aura? Combat Discipline. You can go like Combat Discipline Avenger on there instead of Trickery. But Trickery is also really nice just to consistently always be invisible. So like I get that. I do get that. I think I would probably give it a try with Avenger. Just to really amp up those crits a little bit more. You won't get into red crit territory, but it'll at least give you basically guaranteed yellow crits. Which actually, thinking about that, you could maybe... Okay, I know you're using exposure for the extra damage, but you could go duplicate Devil Wing. But if they're going invis, how are you supposed to activate Avenger? Combat Discipline. Does Combat Discipline not activate Avenger when you're invisible? Because you take damage from Combat Discipline? Doing Combat Discipline things? Yeah, it does? Okay. Yeah. But you can actually work into a duplicate build on here. That would be really interesting. Ooh, I wonder how that would be. I wonder how well that would work. Going melee duplicate on this, because you would then have just under 90%. Ooh, that could be really cool. Anyway, this is a really cool build, Devil Wings. You just gave me a couple ideas. His enemies are dying in 1 hit? Yeah, but then if they don't die in 1 hit, then they die in 2 hits. Now they're just dying, no matter what. That could be kind of neat. Okay, let me get Riaz your giveaway, your gyre. What isn't dying to 50 million true damage? I don't know, but maybe we need more. Great question, Ace. How can we do more? You make an excellent point. How can we make it more stupid? You bring an excellent point. Okay, we gotta run a quick ad break here. Y'all know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so that new people don't get pre-roll ads. If you don't like ads, you kind of like me and you want to support the community, Twitch sub, Twitch turbo. Otherwise, sit tight. See you in a minute. I think a level crap Thrax would die to 50 million true damage. I don't think they can survive that much. Oh no, Runa, I'm so sorry. I just ran an ad break. Oh, that was my bad, Runa. Sorry, Runa. Sorry, Raiders. Sorry for ad break, Raiders. Good song choice. I know, right? Sorry, everybody. I'll wait to say the hello and do my welcoming greeting thing until after the ad break. I'm so sorry, Runa. I'm so sorry, everybody. My bad. My bad. My bad. Sorry. 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 Let's wait for the ad break sign to come down there. You probably aren't in ad breaks anymore, but I always like to give it just a little bit there. Okay, ad break should be over in 2 secondos there. All right, there we go. Welcome on in, everyone. My apologies for the ad break. Super apologies. That was a bad timing on my part. But welcome on in. How was your stream, Runa? Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Zenosfire. I stream Warframe, make content for Warframe on YouTube. You've probably seen my shorts. They're great. Today they're tan. But of course, I am an official Warframe content creator. Runa, you are more than welcome to raid and run if you need to. Absolutely no problem. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But for everybody else, welcome on in, settle on down. We will, take a seat. And what we like to do around here, anytime that we get raided, to thank the kind people for sharing their community, is we like to do a little bit of a giveaway. So sit tight here for a few minutes, and then we'll get a giveaway going to thank Runa for the raid. Stream was good. How am I? How are you? I had stupid OBS crash my stupid GPU, so I'm a little bit upset about that. Because now I gotta figure out why that happened. But otherwise, very good day today. Very, very good day today. We hanging, we chilling, we got our weeklies done. We're just taking a look at some people's builds and fashion. And leveling up Jade, getting her ready for a video next week, hopefully. So, pretty good day. Love my shorts. Love my EFE Vive Jupiter. Ooh, yeah, I love the Jupiter. It's a fun weapon. It is a fun weapon. I hope that they keep adding in more interesting weapons like that. It's always a good time. Okay, Ugly Fat Baby. Best name ever. Ooh, that's a really, really, really nice. Oh, I love that a lot. What's my favorite fruit? Ooh. Can I give you like my top 3 fruits? I'm gonna give you my top 3 fruits and you don't have a choice in the matter. Pineapple. I love pineapple. Tangerines or like clementines, like small oranges, and Granny Smith apples. Those are like my usual go-to fruits. If I have a chance to get fruits, I go for those. You mean for leveling? The mobile defense, I believe it's over Uranus, is where I would go. Mango and peach? You know what? I don't like the mouthfeel of mango and peach. It just weirds me out. Yeah, I really like the citrine fashion. That's kind of cool. What you got here? I don't even know. Star, thank you for the follow. I saw the word star in there. I don't know if that's what you're going with, but my brain don't work good. Specifically, Granny Smith are delicious. I love Granny Smith. Pineapple's base, though. Would you eat it on pizza? Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, that's a really nice Titania. Ooh. That's a really nice Titania. Oh, that's a really nice... Damn, this is a really nice Urelli, too. The only thing I would do is just... this could just be a look link, Ugly Fat Baby. I would match the white on the Syandana to the white on the armor. So you might want to go in and just, like, adjust those color panels, those color channels a bit to get it to match a little bit better. But other than that, it looks really good. Gyro Prime. Damn, that also looks good. Damn, look at that. Sheesh. On the fence about Jade augment for her 1. What's my opinion on it? It's actually fairly... it's actually very strong. It's not... Well, it's not very strong. It's okay. But yeah, like you said, you basically just like toss down lights, the light well on the ground and just kind of let enemies, pass through it, get Jade light beams. You do want to spec very high for duration if you're playing around that, because the Jade light beams damage will ramp up off of duration and the strength increases the likelihood for the beam to spawn. So I would probably look into like a high duration build, because then that'll also make the light wells last longer. It will make the Jade light beams do more damage and also hang out more. So that's what I would do. And I think actually I have a Jade build focusing around the beams. Yeah, I got a Jade build there for you. It's a little bit of an awkward augment, and I wish that it was a little bit stronger, but it's certainly not bad at all. Black Noir Mega, what you got? Ash. Ooh, really nice Ash. Damn. Damn. That command needs updating? Yeah, a bunch of my commands need updating. I just haven't had time to. That's a really nice fashion on Ash. Holy crap. Ooh, that's a really nice Nova too. Holy shit. Ooh. Ooh, like that one as well. Chroma. Ooh, very nice. Ooh, did everyone see the camera offset improvements? Oh, I'm so happy for the camera offset improvements. I'm so happy. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you, Lord Pablo. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Finally. Now, what one do you think you're all going to use? Are you going to use the one that's a little bit pushes your frame off a little bit to the side? Or are you going to do the one that brings the camera up and back more? I think I'm going to use the one that's the camera up and back more, but I'm not so certain just yet. What's the difference between prime and regulars? For Warframes, it is just some stats. Usually just some stats. Also, so for instance, you're just using Ash, since we have Ash right in front of us here as an example. Ash Prime has, if you ever want to know the exact stat differences between the two, you just go to the Prime version and then it'll say Ash Prime compared to Ash. Higher shields, more armor, higher sprint speed, and different polarities. And that's about it. Right? What's a good Ureli build? You just got her Prime? I got a few Ureli builds on the channel. Scatterer. And there you go. There's the info you need. So this is what primes do. It's higher base stats, right? It'll never be higher of the important stats, right? It'll always be a little bit of an improved stats here, but it won't improve these stats. So it'll be these stats here that get a little bit improved, not these stats here. And then also polarity stuff. Real human being, 6 months, heck yeah! Thank you so much, Bean. Appreciate that out of you. Need to find dark purple or indigo that works with both helmets and skin. Yeah, that's always a little bit harder to find. Always a little bit harder to find. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bean. Appreciate you. All Warframes have primes? No, not all Warframes. So it takes about 4 years for a Warframe to get a prime released. 4 years after their initial release. So any frame that's been released from Verona onwards, so you know, that's gonna be 24 frames. Or not 24, 16 frames. Happy games in stream, no worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Also, yeah, the death orb thing, but that's not something to be super worried about. It only happens in one specific area on the map. Or one specific area in the game. It is useful, but it's not something that's, like, majorly considerate of how something operates, you know what I mean? Alright, let's give away the Menace to Society to thank Runa, Blue Runa, for the raid. Type ! join to get in for a Hildren Prime set. When you got time in the stream, you got any builds from Mesa? Yeah, just type ! Mesa. And if you need a Vauban build, you can type ! Vauban. The nice bot will summon you all of those good stoofs. All of those good stoofs. Yeah, unless you got a fully on the team, but that's like, again, one Warframe. See, no, I haven't seen anything I've not watched the dev short yet. I will watch it tonight after stream. because I was uncertain if we were going to get they were going to play the trailer or not, and thus did not watch it because I don't feel like getting copyright striked again, or copyright not striked. Sorry, very important difference. Copyright claimed again. It's just an asshole. So I just don't. I'm not gonna watch it on stream. Do you be pleased? Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's a Warframe rework. There's very few times where I'm displeased with a Warframe rework. I think literally the only Warframe rework that haven't been a fan of is Oberon's, but that's because I think his passive is just taking out all. It takes out like a third of his kit because of what his passive does. I think that's just it's too much. Got a strike for the trailer? Yeah. Not a strike. No, not a strike. Claim. Claim. They are very different things. Very, 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 very important different things. I just misspoke. Which just meant that I had to mute that section of the VOD and it was solved. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was more of an, it's more of an annoyance than a problem, right? Ugly fat baby. Nope, you sent that to me. You rolled a Vectus and you got multi-shot, toxin, status chance, minus zoom. Ooh, that's pretty tasty. That is pretty tasty. Well, we don't know yet, Ace, right? We got the Incarnate coming, so we don't know what the Incarnate's going to be doing for that thing. Maybe you don't want the maybe you don't want to be building around that. You know? We don't know. How you send your gun config? You shoot me a private message in game using it's the same name as the stream name. So /W space Zenosfire. And then you just go into here, upgrade, link config in chat, or link look in chat. Okay, I need some Jade Fashions, the bibbity boppity. Send me your Jade Fashions. I need to steal Jade Fashions. Send me your Jade Fashions. Hey, Great Bear, how you been? Send me your Jade Fashions, minions. Come, I need fashion. Send me your Jades. I must steal your fashions while we're doing this giveaway. Excellent, Ace. Very good. Ace understood the assignment. Has sent Jade Fashions. How dare you ask me to send Jade Fashions? Cardi, if I don't see a Jade Fashion from you in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna ban you. I really love this one. This is on the list of potential bibbity boppities. Doing good? How have I been? I've been doing really, really well, actually. Really excited for TennoCon coming in a few weeks. Hell yeah. Oh, that one looks nice too, but I think I like the other one better. But I like high contrasting colors. Shadow Prime, what you got? X52, Biotic Rounds, Primary Crux. Yeah, weeks, dude. It's like second week of July. We're in May at the end of this week. It's only like 10 weeks away. Commander Knight. You have won 8 Hildren Prime. Get your butt on in here. So much left in your backpack? Oh no, not again. Oh yeah, I need to get something made up for that. Gruda Deluxe skin is trash. Hot take. I agree with you. I don't like it very much. The only thing I would say here is 60/60s. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I would change here. I would go 60/60s and then prime shred when you got it. The rest of your build looks fine there. Shadow. Crocs on it? Yep. But more 60/60s. More. You already won a Hildren previously? Congratulations, you've won another Hildren. Congratulations, you've won yet another Hildren for you to do as you wish with it. Halo. Knight. 35. And you get another Hildren, and you get another Hildren. Incoming Jade Fashion? Yeah, send me your Jade Fashions. I must bibbity boppity fashions. I will steal your fashions if you send it to me. This is how this works. Oh, there we go. You forgot to do that the other day? Yeah, it happens. It happens blissfully. Whee! Whoa! 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 Has the boy been treated twice today? Yes, he has. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, well, he gets another treat. Okay. He was treated twice today, but our stream crashed earlier, so that's the reason why you got another one there. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Hildreen. Oh, this is our last Hildren for a little while. We're missing 2 parts for her. Well, it kind of sounds like Nurgle. So maybe you're just feeling a little plaguey. Special day for the boy. Yeah, I gotta get. I'll get him his treat after stream blue because I need to refill his treat bag. From the closet. So I will make sure he gets treated. Do not fret. The boy shall be treated, but it will be after stream. My apologies. GG. All right, what do we got? May, your Jade Fashion, Earth Mother. Ooh, that actually does look really good. Ooh. So your trade amounts are attached to your mastery rank. So the more mastery rank you have, the more trades you have, and I'm fairly decent. It's 1-to-1. So legend rank 30, so MR 30, or legend rank 4, so MR 34, has 34 trades today. Should you get your Hildren usage above your Nezha? I mean, you live your best life. Okay. Cardi. What was this about banning me? There you go, Cardi. See, I knew I could bait Cardi into giving me Jade Fashion. Ooh, I like that one. You also sent me a Varuna, and you sent me a Banshee, but we saw those earlier. Ooh, I really like that one. But it's using Tennogen stuff. Oh, that one's also really good. Damn it. I might have to just buy those shoulders finally. Okay, I gotta run a quick ad break here, everybody. You know the deal. We gotta run ads every once in a while so the new people don't get pro ads. If you don't like ads, you kind of like me and you want to support the community. Twitch, bro, otherwise, say bye. Yeah, the piercing eyesight is really, really solid. I might actually pick those up one day. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I might bibbity boppy that one. Yeah, bibbity boppy that one. Ace, can you resend me your Jade? That's bibbity boppity. Yep. Except I am going to make this one a few shades brighter. Just so it stands out a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Just a little bit brighter. Thank you for your sacrifice. Now, is it that one or that one that I wanted? No, it was that one I wanted. How should you build your Titania with the 200% crit chance invigoration? Is it crit chance on the secondary specifically? Bibbidi bobbidi. Kyle, Burson. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Jade. I like it, but it's not the style I'm going for. Just like something like this for Titania. Right, you just go into like Razor Wing for the higher fire rate, and then you just go like Pistolier. Right? Instead of Augur Secrets, this would be Razor Wing. I just don't like Razor Wing Blitz because I bonk my head into walls. So you go like that, and then you go multi-augmented. And then Pistolier here. And then for the pistols, something like that. Except because you're going into crit chance, because you have 200% crit chance. Oh, but it's 200% crit chance. And so that'll be additive crit chance, not multiplicative crit chance. So it's only going to be like 30% crit chance, which is the problem with Dex Pixia. Dex Pixia is more of a status weapon than a crit chance weapon. You could still go into crit chance, but you're not going to be getting a huge ton out of it. So like I would still probably run secondary enervate. Oh. I would still probably go secondary enervate even with that. If it's the mobility, oh, you know what I just do is I throw on the hobbled dragon key. Is anemic agility still good considering the speed you get from her one? Do you mean from Razor Wing Blitz? I assume you mean Razor Wing Blitz? Yeah, because Pistolier. 100% ammo efficiency. Right? So it doesn't matter how much fire rate you got because your bullets never go out. It's a gas-powered stick. Ain't never runs out of gas. Blue! Jade. Ooh. That's cute. Not quite what I'm looking for, but cute. Also cute, but still not quite what I'm looking for. Also cute, but still not what I'm looking for. Your Jade. I've already got something similar. But I do like it. Ugly Fat Baby. Ooh, I also like that one. What am I looking for? Well, it's just kind of like something a little bit different. Right, because I got 4 Jade builds, so I want to have 4 Jade fashions. So I got 1, I got 2, I got 3. So I want like a 4th Jade fashion to go with this. Although these two are really similar. So maybe I should give up on this one because I do like this one more. Or maybe I put this one with the Jade Ephemera. And then we look for a green one. But I don't think... Blue, can you resend me your... Resend me? Just reopen up the PM to me? Pretty basic, but you like it? I also like it. I also like it. Yeah, Jade's base skin is a little bit difficult to fashion for. Want a Grendel fashion? I'm specifically looking for Jade fashions, but I'll still love to see your fashion as well. Razor Wing Blitz with Hobble Dragon Key? Yeah, that's what I run. When I run Razor Wing Blitz builds. Actually, I do like that one. Because then that gives us a green option. Because I was looking for a green option, but I didn't know what one. So I think we're going to go with this one. And we'll throw this one over D. How's that look? Yeah, I like. Signal adjustments. Yeah, signal adjustments. Bring that back a little bit there. Man, that actually was really well on her. I really like that. In glory form, that would require me to go somewhere to do that. And I am lazy. What helmet do I got here? Oh, I do have this other helmet. Well, that looks much better there. Everything burns. Everything burns. There's a button at the side? Oh yeah, look at that, there is. Oh, that looks like oddly evil, Blue. I like that. Like this, I don't know, it's got like evil vibes from this. Sort of like the patinaed copper, almost. Ooh. Okay, well, we got some options. We got some options. Great Bear, what you got? Yo, sick Grendel. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Ooh. I like that a lot. Punk. I do love the punk. And by the punk, I mean the pink. We do love pink in this house. Random just hits right, man. We can't argue with it. Random just hits right. Everything burns. Always the pink Grendel. Listen, I appreciate you. At least you're consistent. At least you're consistent. Yo, Bean. All right, where are we at? I think that might be done for the night, y'all. I got a lot of stuff to get done tonight before I'm done my day. So I think we're gonna end a little bit early today. Just a little bit early. But before we go, thank you very much, Real Human Being, for the 6 months tier 1. Thank you very much, Runa Blue Runa, for the raid. Thank you, Devil Wing, for the raid. Thank you, Aced, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Grim, for the raid. Thank you, Grim Valkyr, for the raid. Thank you, RX Spicy, for the new Prime. Thank you, Gray's Tavern, for the raid. Thank you, Nexus, Neos Nexus, for the Prime. And Krullius for the 9 months Prime. And, sorry, Neos Nexus is a 5-month Prime as well. So I hope that you all had yourself a wonderful day today. I am going to call it here just because I got to deal with a few things here. But let's go find someone to drop you all off with. Who should we drop you all off with? We should drop you all off with... Let me just double check where this person's at. Oh, they're about to be done, so we'll find someone else to drop you all off with. We're gonna go drop you off with... yeah, this one. We're gonna drop you off with this one here. All right, everybody. We're gonna go drop you off with Destroyer. If you got a sub, there's Smemos to throw at Destroyer. We will be back tomorrow. We will be doing more Warframe tomorrow, and then we'll be doing Soulframe on Thursday. And then I don't know about Friday or Saturday if we're going to do some Soulframe or for Warframe, but we'll figure it out then. But for everyone else, take care, be safe, be good to each other. Go say hi to Destroyer because that's the right thing to do. And for everyone else, take care, be safe, be good to each other. Have yourselves an excellent evening. And peace, everybody. Thanks for another wonderful start to the week. See you tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon, or whatever the hell it is for you.